Reverend Hale arrives and interrupts the proctor's argument. The proctors are shocked to hear that Hale has just come from Rebecca Nurse's house. God forbid such a woman as Goody Nurse be charged, Hale says, but he then asks why she would be any less likely a suspect than anyone else. Hale says he's come on his own accord, in the hopes of determining the Christian character of the Proctor home. Hale questions Proctor about his failure to regularly attend church services, and then asks Proctor to recite the Ten Commandments. Proctor recites all but one. It is not until Elizabeth gently reminds him that John remembers the commandment forbidding adultery. Proctor then tells Hale of his conversation with Abigail Williams, in which she admitted there was no witchcraft, only mischief. Hale argues that he personally heard confessions from Tituba, Sarah Good, and numerous others. Proctor suggests that when the only other alternative is hanging, why wouldn't they confess? Hale tries to convince Proctor to testify in court. Giles Corey and Frances Nurse enter and reveal that their wives, Martha Corey and Rebecca Nurse, have been arrested. Reverend Hale's visit to each of the homes of the accused is in keeping with the time-tested Puritan tradition of prying into the personal lives of others. It is Hale's duty, he believes, to ferret out any unchristian-like behavior, and he gives Proctor a chance to prove his piety by reciting the Ten Commandments. Proctor's inability to remember the commandment forbidding adultery is another example of Proctor's denial of his own sin. This scene reveals that Hale has undergone his own role reversal. His door-to-door search for truth and his basic tendency toward fairness effectively removes him from a trial gathering energy and legitimacy from patently false claims. Proctor's questions to Hale regarding the trial go to the root of the hypocrisy of the proceedings. Why wouldn't Tituba, Sarah Good, and others confess to dealing with the devil if they must hang for denying it? There are them that will swear to anything before they'll hang. Have you never thought of that? Proctor asks Hale. Hale clearly has thought about such matters, but still believes in the power of the court, even when Proctor tells Hale about Abigail's pretense. When Giles Corey and Frances Nurse arrive and reveal that their wives have been arrested, Hale still maintains his faith in the system. That Goody Nurse and Martha Corey should be arrested without Hale's knowledge suggests that he has already lost control of the proceedings. Control has been assumed by a group of girls, taking their newfound power out for a murderous joyride. But, unwittingly, Hale supports the girls' charade. When asked to consider the ridiculous notion that Rebecca Nurse might be a witch, Hale asks Frances Nurse to remember, until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven. Hale has already passed his own judgment on Rebecca Nurse, that she is as fine and upstanding a citizen as Salem has to offer, and yet even he is hoodwinked into believing that if there be an accusation, there must be some truth in it. At this point in the story, Hale is still naive enough to believe that truth has a role to play in the trial. As we'll see, he couldn't be farther from it.